For the sixth time in the last 8 days, Maryland has more than 700 new cases of the coronavirus.
Our state surpassed that mark only once, from June 7th to July 13th, and we are now closing in on 80,000 total cases in Maryland. The number of hospitalizations is increasing slightly, 21 more in the hospital compared to this time yesterday.
With cases climbing, some jurisdictions are taking new safety precautions, including Baltimore County.
So in Baltimore County, starting Thursday, everyone age 2 or older, everyone must wear a mask or a face covering when indoors in public at all times. And WJZ investigator Mike Helgren is live. He has more on this and the efforts to stem this recent spike in cases. Mike?
Denise and Vic, Baltimore County's executive says his new mask order surpasses the state's requirements and includes churches, basically anywhere indoors that's not your home. As far as the numbers, Governor Hogan notes there's been massive testing, 20,000 new tests in the past 24 hours. The positivity rate is down slightly, but there is a fight brewing about indoor dining.
The public health evidence and the current state of this pandemic make it clear that indoor dining is not currently safe.
Baltimore County's executive called on the governor to ban indoor dining and close indoor bar service across Maryland after another day with more than 800 new coronavirus cases.
If a resident cannot eat indoors here, they will very likely travel somewhere else to do so.
Governor Hogan has already given local leaders the flexibility to roll back openings as they see fit.
There is not a one-size-fits-all. So we set a floor and a set of standards. You must do these things. We can't do these things. But if a local jurisdiction had a higher positivity, like we had in Prince George's County right outside of Washington, it was up almost 30% positivity. They could go slower if they wanted to and have more restrictions if they wanted to.
But in Baltimore County, leaders say they want a uniform statewide closure policy, fearing neighboring counties will continue to allow indoor dining, making any of their new restrictions ineffective.
We don't have a direct say over what happens in our neighboring jurisdictions. The governor does have that say and does have that authority.
If we feel like we have to do something, I'm not going to hesitate to, just like we didn't on the way down. But my goal is to try to keep the economy safely open.
Health officers from Howard, Anne Arundel, and Baltimore counties and Baltimore City have joined the call for restricting indoor drinking and dining, fearing it may be behind the dramatic rise in young people contracting COVID-19.
Indoor settings are a greater risk than outdoor settings for transmission. So if you do go into a restaurant or a bar, please ensure you're wearing your facial covering, and physical distancing.
And again, Baltimore County has that new mask order that starts Thursday morning for anyone 2 and older. You must wear a mask indoors. Also, Governor Hogan said this morning that there would be an update on schools. New guidance could be issued as early as tomorrow. Reporting live, Mike Helgren, WJZ.
All right, thank you, Mike. Now, while Maryland is seeing a spike in cases, in other states, it is an alarming surge in new infections.
States like Florida are seeing more than 10,000 cases a day. There are nearly 3.9 million cases in the United States, with more than 141,000 deaths.
And as cases surge in Florida, teachers there are taking legal action to stop in-person classes from starting next month.